Good evening, good evening, good evening everybody. How are you this fine Wednesday evening? Welcome to our Wednesday evening stream where we are going to be doing the usual gold making bits and pieces. Starting with the normal mailbox opening, checking for auctions, seeing what sales we've had over the past day. Good evening Frodo, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Wednesday been? Hope all is well with you? Right, let's start with a load of expires. That's what we're starting with. Got a lot of stuff to sort through here, so let's do the expires and then we'll leave the rest after that. So I'll just do the usual mailbox opening. I could do with some more spare bank space actually. I'm looking a little light there. Maybe I need to shove some of that stuff in the bank. That might be easier. So what I'll do is, whilst I'm waiting for that to refresh... Hey Danny and Foku, how are you both? Made a lot of profit. Excellent, good to hear Frodo. Guide helped you out for TSM. Excellent, glad it helped Frodo. Glad it helped indeed. Right, so we're going to pop a few of these things in maybe the reagent bank. A little bit of space there, so let's just drop a few things in, things that will probably be useful, like that, greater planar essence, and chaos crystals, maybe temporal crystals, we'll do those, and that, maybe some ley light as well. There we go, that's filled that up a little bit. Greetings Ignis. Oh, it's a dog-eat-dog world. I am wearing milk-bone underwear. But, okay, I guess. I've never heard that phrase before, but it sounds brilliant. How do you get the recipes for cooking? Is there a good guide? There is, Frodo, that I used. It was from Stormspire, I believe. Let me see if I can find it for you. Good evening, Azantrox. How are you? The one I used was the cooking mini guide from Stormspire. That gave me a list of all the things I needed to get for Legion. There's the guide. Hopefully that'll be useful. Just move that monitor a little bit. There we go. There we go. So yeah, I used that guide and that allowed me to collect up all the recipes I needed, and then the rest of the thing was just basically all to do with Nomi and random luck. That's weird. Said something in chat and suddenly you got my previous host stream again instead of me. That's very weird, it's Antrox. Maybe Twitch is having a few gremlins in the works. Hopefully it's not permanent. We'll go through and we'll do our posts, get everything back on as things have expired. We'll see how we got. Hitting 2 million today, that would be nice. We're at 1,978,000, so only 22,000 to do. Talked about some website used to check the recipes you'll lack for professions. Do I have a link? Yes, Foku, that's the Krithni website. Good evening, Costa, how are you? That website is also quite good. It's recently been updated, so my bookmark no longer works, but if you go to ooh, they've changed it. Now that looks different. My popular add-ons, is that it? Projects? No. Maybe it's in... Unless they've moved it. There we go. Krithni.net recipes. There it is. So it's changed from when I last saw it. It's got a fancy background on it. So you put in your realm and your character and look them up through that. And then you'll see a list of various things you need. It is out of date. It hasn't got anything Legion in it. And a few of the other things are currently wrong. But it gives you a nice visual guide as to some things you can use. The other thing is to use Akis recipe list in-game. I don't tend to use that myself at the moment, but when I'm in the position to be doing some some recipe hunting, I'm definitely going to use probably a combination of both of those. Yeah, Akis does work quite well. And then there's the other one. Pammy there, thank you ever so much for the follow. The All the Things add-on is quite handy to sort of like mix in as well. But I don't think it does recipe completion. I think it might just do transmog from recipes. I'm not sure exactly. You felt it was overwhelming and messy. Yes, I mean, I've not delved into it too much myself. I haven't got the add-on actually installed at the moment, so I can't check it out. But it is kind of it's kind of difficult to get started, but you can filter it to different things, different zones or different things you're doing, and I think that way it can break it up into bite-sized chunks, so it's not quite so overwhelming. You tend to use all the things for transmog and Akis for the professions. Yeah, that's what I heard. That was the order I heard it was, Danny. You finally got 95% on all recipes with professions. After 4 weeks, you have one of every item at the auction house. Minimum crafting is crafting cost plus 10k gold, so you get good money if something sells. Also made 350,000 that's 250 profit since Monday with old transmog crafts. Nice, very nice indeed, Ignis. That's a good mix indeed. And Nicorn add-ons, yes. That works with the vendor one, doesn't it? Yeah, the Nicorn vendor one. So you get waypoints to the NPC's location. That's handy. I haven't really used Nicorns, but that's a good one. I've seen the Gold Queen use it. Over 1,500 items. Wow, that's a lot. Oh look, someone's got a plushie. Right, let's get some more of these expires collected up. Otherwise I'll be sat here at the mailbox all day. There we go. Nikon works for TomTom. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Azantrox said, wasn't it? Really handy. I've not used TomTom. I could probably do with using it. I'm terrible with directions. I won't do a reload, I'll just let this run through. Roast beef, morning dew, need to filter out some of my auctions. Yes, some of these things were old ones that have just gotten thrown on. I could really do with a, yeah, 'cause morning glory dew there. Those are just not going to sell. 0. Even though the sale rate says 0.14, last sold was 60 days ago, and I've never sold any of those, and that's nearly coming up for 976. So I might as well vendor something like that. Certainly take it off the group. Where's the group? See if we can do this whilst we're doing that. It's probably, I didn't check which group it was in, it's probably in something random. Let's have a look, where was it? Roast beef was in Old World drops region average. Yeah, that kind of thing was just thrown in at one point to see if it would sell. Let's filter by. Well, it doesn't come through there. Interesting. What about beef? No. Interesting. Okay. Do you think it's worth getting the recipes for cooking now? Probably not, Frodo, because I've found cooking, especially this last week, has really tailed off. The only reason I'd suggest getting it now would be to complete the recipes collection if you wanted to, if you were that inclined. Pure collection, cooking is taking a nosedive. Yeah, I've experienced the same here, definitely. Right, let's get these back on at least. Might as well put those on, and then I'll sort out those missing things another time. Probably just need to go through at my leisure when I've got a spare moment. Spare moment, like you get those. Invest your time better. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends what you're after, really. I mean, if you really do want to collect out the recipes, then it's definitely worth it. Because it does take a while, and although actually saying that, it was quite quick to collect the recipes, the ones that you need to get started, and the rest is all just know me churning through, and you don't really have to invest a lot in that, just a few sort of materials. Here we go. Pointy Gnome, thank you ever so much. 5 months. That's amazing. Mr. Potato 2.0. Getting close indeed. Thank you ever so much for your support. That's amazing. Thank you, Pointy Gnome. Let me just pop that in the chat, show my appreciation. Thank you ever so much. What we've been selling, the elixirs in Alchemy. Need to get the Sun Data Pen. Seems to sell well. Okay, that's an interesting one, Danny. I haven't done that one. After gold, so yeah, pre-patch hit soon anyways, exactly. Hey, Siluta, I think I got that right. You missed the start. I haven't checked the sales yet. No, we're still reposting things. So we're on our way through. We're currently just posting everything up, and then we'll go and check the actual sales in a bit. I'm hoping to break the 2 million mark tonight, which will be nice. Just at 11 minutes, not long at all. So we're going to go through, post everything up. Hype. Indeed. I mean, we are off target looking at my chart. I'll bring that up in a minute. Let's just pick those expires whilst that's going through. So looking at my chart, we're still off target by quite some margin. We should really be at 2.5 million by now. So we are about 500,000 off target for now. Obviously I'm still going to be looking at things I can do to make more gold, and also when pre-patch hits I'm hoping there's going to be a bit more activity, so we'll see what happens there. So yeah, we're hoping, I think if I can get to 2 million, then that's another milestone made. I don't think I've ever been beyond 2 million, so this is the most liquid gold I've ever had, so it's a good start. You got lucky today. Last week accidentally bought an item, low level going for 42 gold, saw on TCM region was 14k, and you sold it for the 14k. Excellent, congratulations, that's really nice. I love it when you get things like that, the odd little bargain. So let's just fill up our bags, and then we'll sort out the rest of the things. Could do with clearing these bags a little bit. Got a couple of golden lotus there. Maybe I could do is sending some of these to Awakening. Something like the golden lotus, the spirit of harmony, and the mote of harmony. Probably be useful. Anything else which was... These were owned by Awakening, so let's send them back. And then we'll sort out what we're going to do with those another time. What's that recipe? Saviour's slippers. Already know that one. Okay, we'll just send those then. That just clears a little bit of space. Then we can open up a few more expires. Getting a few more sales. That's 2,600. Let's post this lot on, and then we can check and see how things are after this. Good spot to find those golden lotus. Playing around for an hour and only finding normal herbs. You want the buff for the farm? I have no idea actually, Xantrox. If anyone else knows, I'd be interested myself, because do they just spawn randomly? Obviously you can get them from your half hill farm. So do they come from a herb? There used to be a nice spot there in the manted zone. Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually. The only one I found was that one last stream where I literally just randomly found it in near half hill. But it was nice to spot it nonetheless. I want to get half hill, run it up and running. Think about what I'm going to do later on today. We've got half hill. I've got a bit more of Kara trash leveling I'd like to do. A bit of half hill. Some auctions to put on. It needs to be from the golden lotus plant. Aha, I see. So there's a different way. You can find inside another herb or as a rare spawn. Ah. But you don't get the buff from that. So you have to find the plant. Okay, interesting one. Hi, good evening, Lexa. How are you? Thanks ever so much for stopping by. Trash to sort out. Yes, definitely. Good evening, Kale Hole. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. So we're at 4,155 in the mail so far of our sales. Oops, wrong button. I meant to actually open the mailbox. And my bags was what I was looking for. Yeah, I've got some cleaning up to do here. My day was very good, thank you very much. Bit of a strange one work-wise, but always get weird days like that. Thought I was going to be really busy, and I was really busy, but I ended up achieving nothing. So it was a bit meh as far as days go for work. Cleaning your guild bank, it's slow. Yes, it is very slow, Foku. Very slow. Right, so we're aiming for 20, a bit more than 20 odd thousand because we've got our posting costs now. Everyone with a messy bag and bank, raise your hand. I'll raise both, Jack. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. There is an add-on that that sorts things out. Oh, blimey! I wasn't looking at the gold. Look at that. Okay, so someone bought the Lavish Suramar Feasts. That was a thing. Enchant cloaks, a lot of cloaks sold. That was also a thing. More enchants, cloaks, rings. This looks like someone resetting markets. All of these sales, because it's all the enchants and all my Lavish Feasts and no other food. Very weird, but 62,000 is very nice indeed. You have the add-on, but not for moving items between tabs. Ah, right. Use bank stack to keep it more organised. Yeah, those Lavish sales are very nice. Quite happy with those. They sell for a lot. Yeah, they do. When the prices are good, definitely. What do I think about Shayra's TSM4 setup? Shayra's is really, really comprehensive. It pretty much covers a lot of things that most people will need. I haven't used it myself because my approach was to learn from doing, so I don't have any direct experience. So who have we got? All the same person bought the Lavishes. And then a mix of people on the other ones. Okay. There we go. Well, let's open that up. You soon sold 300 flasks, 200 gold above the average price. Really love that people buy pretty stacks and not just what's cheap as. Yeah, it's definitely useful. Pretty stacks do work. When someone tries to control at the end of an expansion in some markets because they can buy it cheap. Yes, definitely. I threw about 50 pets today, all level 25, hoping they sell some. Excellent, well, hope so. That 60k will certainly put me over 2 million. Let's look at the bags. There we go, 2,040,191 gold. We are currently at, which is amazing. Really, really pleased with that. We should really be at 2.5 million, but let's ignore that for now. Thank you indeed. Right, let's post on the remaining things and let's get our other, because we must be out of enchants now. So we need to go and sort our enchants out. And I'm thinking whether I might need to make some more lavishes. Not sure, because I haven't been restocking on food. Was that a fluke one-off, or is there going to be more to come? And the other characters, yeah. Although, I have been checking Awakening, and we haven't had any sales of Living Steel or any of the other things. Any of the True Gold or Living Steel hasn't sold yet. So, It'll be interesting to see if we get any of those today. We'll post everything on first. This is quite expensive to post all my stuff on. So we'll lose a little bit of gold here. Because we're at 191 gold. And then that will drop. Yeah, by over 191. About 260 gold that was. Find level pets 20 and 25 than level 1, possibly. True gold and pristine hide have been selling well your way and for a nice price. Excellent. That's good to know. Good to know. Right, let's have a look at what we've got. Look at my auctions. There's a few things expiring. So let's just clear those out. And then we'll go and sort out our relisting of things. Now I've got a few enchants on, so there's hope yet for some more sales. Let's take all of those off, and then we'll post no, then we'll open that, collect those up, and then we'll post them back on. Cheap bets tend to sell faster at 25, more expensive ones sell better at 1 based on your server. Interesting. You get dreadlocks. I'm not sure my my hair would cope with the kind of the extra wear and tear doing dreadlocks would do, because I'm getting a bit thin up top, so I'd end up with just sort of dreadlocks around the side. It may not quite be the look I was going for, but nice idea. Might try to level 2 tiny white carp level 25. You've got 8 in total, so you can try it out. Yeah, it's worth a go, definitely. But thanks for stopping by, Cold Trains. How are you? Right, so we've got another load of stuff to put on. Lots of good enchants to put on. Prices are going quite nice, actually. Not as good as they used to be, but that's expected at this point in the expansion. We are still making them for a profit, though. And now that we've got our Chaos Crystals and Leylight back down to base stock levels, so we haven't got any of those Chaos Crystals that we bought for stupidly high prices. Now we're back to average purchase price. So we're actually in a good position when it comes to enchanting now for getting things at the price that they are going for materials wise. Because looking at this, Chaos Crystals are still quite low at 44. Leylight is worth buying if it's under 31 gold, because that's what it costs me to do the ley shatter, not ley shatter, the disenchant with the warhide bindings, and the same with Arcana based off my Leylight. So that's actually mat cost 891, and that's 824. But we do have 500 Arcana. We've got 328 Leylight, so we could possibly buy those 102, and then the Chaos Crystals we've got 429. So I'd be interested in buying maybe these ones that are under 50, just to keep the prices more reasonable. I don't want to take too much of my gold out though, because we still want a decent amount. So I'm going to only take this to 500, I think. 424, and yeah, 523 should be enough. We'll leave that at that. There we go. Hey Casper Burner, how are you? Fine Wednesday evening, reset day for me, so we've got some good sales. 60,000 in the bank, which was nice. So now we're looking at this. We're going to just do a restock. Sold 10 already, and another Fellhound mount. Excellent. Yeah, getting bloods can be difficult on all characters. Some it's easier for, and some it's a right pain. So, enchanting, restock, how many have we got? Oh, look at all of those. Critical Strike, Gift of Haste, Gift of Mastery, Hidden Satyr, another Critical Strike, Mastery, Versatility, Strength, Agility. So pretty much everything, according to that. And according to this, we do have the materials for these things. So if we gather, is there anything we're missing? We need some more. I actually have to go to the vendor for some enchanting vellum from looking at that. We'll gather up the spare chaos crystals. We're missing enchanting vellum. I'm not sure if there's anyone that sells it here. And then the others we can do through lay shatters. So we'll do the lay shatters now, just to use up that, get that arcana down. And then we'll go and see if we can buy some more vellum from somewhere. Do feel like you missed out on enchanting. Going to hit that and cooking hard in BFA. Yeah, I think I lucked out getting having enchanting in the middle of Legion. I wasn't there at the beginning, but I was there when I started my gold making this time. A little bit before, no, a little bit later than now. August last year is when I started gold making. So yeah, that's when I did my enchanting, and then cooking shortly after that. So who will sell me enchanting vellum from here? We need some sort of enchanting profession person. I know the leather workers are over there. There's the tailor. Don't buy anything. Yes, it's very difficult not to buy anything. Cooking inscription really will be a gold mine at the start, yeah. Ah, my yak. That's the thing I need to get, isn't it? Port Authority. What have we got here? Where would I find the enchanter? Let's have a look. There's going to be one somewhere over here. That's the flight path. That's the leatherworking. This is such. There's the leatherworking. That's the tailoring. So there must be something similar. There's no guards to ask. We could do the old. Well, there were some in here, weren't there? Let's have a quick look round. Skinning's going to be huge money, you reckon? Aha. The bowyer's dead. So's the cook. It's not a good start. Good start. Nautical needs. Okay. Everyone's dying. Not going to be quite so useful. Text and speciality goods. No, don't need that. Okay. Right. And we sold 2 Binding of Hastes. Excellent. Don't start with consumables and start BFA. People won't be using them until they get to level 120 and do dungeon content. Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. Good evening, Struck with Luck. How are you? Doing very well here, thank you. And Mianax, how are you? Good. Leather, meat, greens, grey junk. Yeah, all those kind of things. The stuff that people are going to want to use or want to do for their professions or various things, I can see being useful, definitely. What was that in there? Engineering trainer, gnomish engineering trainer. That's leatherworking supplies. This looks like blacksmithing and an armourer. So it's whether we can find someone who's make gear the first 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, definitely. People 120 inside the first 24 hours, to be fair. Yeah, that will be true. Those that want to really power through it will certainly, where there's a will, there's a way, definitely. What's in here? Explorers League. And lots of dead people. Okay. So I can't see someone who's going to do enchanting vellum, unfortunately. Not through just randomly doing stuff. We're getting loads of sales of enchants at the moment, so that's really nice. Have a 4-day holiday. Oh, just that you have a 4-day holiday so early in the expansion. Ah, that's poor timing, unfortunately. Versatility's just sold, so enchants are selling, so we need to get some enchanting vellum. I don't know where it is, so I'm going to have to look it up. There we go, right. Booty Bay enchanting supplies. Booty Bay, not under city. Is there any? Does a travel tundra vendor have it? Potentially. I don't have one of those, unfortunately. I haven't bought that yet. So where are we looking at? Here we are, locations. Eversong Woods, Razor Hill. Where will this be? Very unfortunate that I can't find anything. Okay. Oh, right. Don't think I can use that one, can I? No, because that looks like a horde one. Hey, Lamnikin, how are you? Yeah, unfortunately, those don't have the correct one, but thank you for the offer. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and head to Dalaran and then Stormwind just to pick up a stock of them. But first, hey, let's get weird. Oh, glad you can catch me live. Welcome on board. We're going to make our enchants first, and then we're going to go back and fill in the gaps of the things we couldn't do. So let's just go through a whole load of these, however many I can do, and we'll do these. What's the plan today? We are going to restock on everything that we can. So enchants are selling really well, so we're going to do those first. Hey Dynasty Live, we are currently restocking on our enchants. We made some good sales, 62,000 in the mailbox just at the start of the stream. We're missing some enchanting vellum, so we're just going to have to go and collect some more. I couldn't find any here on Booty Bay, so I'm going to get a big stock from where I do know where I can get it from, and then we're going to come back here and finish off. Do I use the intermediate crafting? Yes, with Gatherer, but it is a bit flaky, to be honest. I used to use it with cooking, and then I found it to be a bit flaky, so I haven't really used it for a while. Hey Shavok, how are you? You bought mounts for about 3 million yesterday and hope of selling them for double when BFA is live. Well, good luck, Lamnikin. Good luck indeed. Alright, I'm going to put all these enchants on because we're getting loads of sales of enchants. Look at all those enchants that have just sold. So let's get some more on and see if we can get some more. You wish you had that 1 million. Yeah, definitely. Have I tried the snipers? I don't on my server, to be honest, because my situation is I'm very rarely in a situation where I can have World of Warcraft on in the background. So for me, sniping doesn't really work because I'm on a low to medium pop server. Well, pretty much low pop server. I don't tend to get the the frequency that some high pop servers get with sniping, so I've never really had a lot of luck with it. I mean, I haven't really tried that much, to be honest. How do I make gold? Mainly through professions. My professions are enchanting, cooking, tailoring, leatherworking, and then I've got skinning, alchemy, and herbalism. And then I'm also trying to learn blacksmithing and mining are the main ones I've got on the main 4 characters I've got. Enchanting has always been really good for me. That's one of my favourite ones. Estithor, thank you ever so much for the follow. Welcome on board. And the other thing is cooking was really, really good up until about a couple of weeks ago, where it's really slowed down for me. Farm a bit more, feels good when making items from scratch and sell. Yeah, I mean, I could do with farming more materials like Ember Silk and Shadow Silk, as well as the stuff I'm doing now with Spirit of Harmony and Motes of Harmony for my Alchemy. That seems to be quite promising. What I would like to do is get my mining up to Pandaria level. Right, whereas, let me just get my bearings on the Mage Quarter. For enchanting, where are we at? We're this way round, so it's one of the outside ones. Not sure if it's that one, that's the scribe one. It's this one. There we go, and I'm going to pick up some extra stacks of enchanting vellum. What have we got? Enchanting vellum. So let's get 600. That should keep me in supplies for a while. Hey, Forever, how are you? You reckon the bid sniper's good? Yeah, I've seen it a couple of times. I haven't really used it that much myself though. You're about to go mine some ghost iron. Excellent, Forever. Good to know. So much to do. No stress. Exactly, Miax. There's so much to do. I'll never get it all done. So I'm just literally just doing my best, really. How do you avoid the TSM beta error? Which one? Is that from the vendor, Frodo? I've not encountered that myself, but I know people are getting it. I'm using the standard vendor, not the TSM vendor, and I haven't had any errors myself. The only farm you do is the auction house. Yeah, pretty much the same with me, Jack, definitely. You did ghost iron or herbing in the valley the other day. As soon as you got a golden lotus, you just loot the plateau grinding goats. Yeah, I mean, I had some good success with the goats the other day when I did that. Yeah, and it helps focus you as well with having that buff for just 15 minutes. Don't repeat the process. Yeah, that's one thing. What you do is have a minor herb on your druid, and when you farm ghost iron, you check the lotus node at the same time, so you can hearthstone and go to Heart of Fear. That's a good idea. You did today like 40 world quests, 10k there cash, and over 50k in stuff. That's pretty nice. I hadn't thought about doing that. Zorbak, how are you? How's my challenge going? It's not going too badly at all, actually. We're still off target. Every time after a cancel scan, the first click, the error shows up. Ah, okay. I've not been doing cancel scans, so I haven't been able to replicate that myself. I personally haven't had much luck with cancel scans in a long while, with them failing a lot of the time. So I've just kind of stepped out of that for now. Whilst I'm here, let's go to my old haunting ground, auction house, and we'll just post on the last of my enchants, and then we'll head back to Booty Bay later. Just going to do this for old time's sake. Leather, greens, cloth, yeah, that sort of stuff is going to be good, isn't it? I used to have that one when you was using a skin add-on. Okay, interesting. Just the stuff that needs to be used and sold. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You still have a lot of gold for someone that only had 1-2 max level. Thank you, Struck with Luck. Yes, I mean, the others have gotten higher now, so I've got 3 at max level, but obviously Samadan still remains my main to this day. When can we expect Potato 2.0? Well, after our initial tests, which have been fantastic, thanks to you, Jack, and Pointy Gnome, we have the next thing I need to do is get a PSU, the power supply. So I'm looking at that, and I'm not sure which one to go for. I don't know what in terms of wattage. I do have an old case that I could reuse, but I'd quite like to get a new case, one that looks quite good. So that's an option. And then obviously getting Windows like you suggested, get that cheap, get the OEM version, and probably, what's the other essentials I could probably do with? A graphics card of some kind, definitely. I'm thinking something along the lines of a 1060, 1070 perhaps. Depends what kind of... yeah, a good case good for airflow, because at the moment Mr. Potato 1.0's case is terrible for airflow, and it literally just sucks in all the cat hair and then distributes it around the PC and then blows the cat hair out the back. And then the cat hair clogs up to such a point that it becomes a filter itself, and then it starts stopping the dust. So it's not exactly the most effective. I've just seen Oreo, he's laid under a chair on his back with his legs in the air. Depends on the resolution. For 1080p, 1060 should be good. Yeah, I mean, my resolution is only 1300 by 1000, something like that. So my screen resolution is really, really low. Obviously because I'm using an old TV, LCD TV for that. So you did the same with your 1080. Yeah, I mean, Nvidia should be announcing new GPUs soon. So maybe I could wait for those to come out and then I can do those. That could be a thing. Screw one side of a coffee filter over your case fan against hat. Good idea, Ignis. I could do that, definitely. And for a PSU, 500 watt bronze would be way more than enough. Yeah, that kind of thing. I was considering slightly higher, just to future-proof myself, but definitely something with a decent rating, like bronze, would definitely be definitely on the cards. Because I've skimped on PSUs in the past, and I would like to get something that's, you know, a good reliable solid unit, because you know that's the thing that powers your PC. You don't want something that's going to risk blowing everything up. You can feel pillows your cat hair. Yeah, definitely. The amount of hair we get off of Oreo because he's such a long-haired cat is horrendous. Hey Sensor, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Nvidia will take some time. They announced that 2 weeks ago it will take at least a year for new Nvidia GPUs. Did they? Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, thank you, Coltrane's, for the 100 bits. Thank you ever so much for your support. It's very kind of you. PSU is a meme. If it has enough power, it has enough power. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Once you've worked out what kind of wattage draw all your components are going to have, I find Part Picker really useful for that, just to give myself some useful bits. Operations, yes, Frodo. I was thinking of that. I was going to do that that very video today, but I didn't get the chance to do it today, so it's going to be on the cards to do very soon. Soon TM, but it's in my mind. I do want to do it. 500 is even future-proof enough. Can't overclock the system or use two 1080s in SLI. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely not going to be doing anything like that for a while. And if I was, then I'd probably get a completely new system for that kind of high-level stuff. But I don't think I'm really going to be at that stage for a while yet. I won't even hit more than 275 watts even with a 1080. Yeah. You undervolt all your components, so PC only uses around 45 without screens. Another 20, I guess. You don't like the high power bill. Yes, that's fair enough. 750 is a sweet point. I guess if that gives you more than enough power, doesn't it? It depends on what you've got in your system, doesn't it? Graphics card wise, and all peripherals and things that are going to take that draw on power. But it's exciting. I love investigating new PC parts and things. So it's going to be some exciting times. And you first need to win the lottery. Exactly. You need to or just constantly invest or reinvest. Good PSUs are cheap, are they? Well, that's good to know. I hadn't actually looked into pricing. For price, it's a sweet point, but too big overkill for my system. Yeah, I think 500 is more than adequate, like you said, for my level of system, because I've always been on the kind of low end of systems. I think my current PSU is only 400 or 450. Yeah, RAM is definitely the killer forever. I've had that because I'm on. I've got one stick of 8 GB at the moment. I'd like to get at least another stick, but then that's another £70, so it's really quite pricey. There I am gassing away, and I'm not doing stuff at the same time. Let's see if we can do some daily cooldowns whilst talking about PC parts, which is amazing. And then we're going to go and make some more tailoring bits. Good evening, Commander Bond. How are you? How was your Wednesday? Could do a hexweave bag. Create one of those. Would I notice much difference between a 980 Ti and a 1080 Ti? Me personally, probably not, because my my things are fairly low. Hey, Whiskey Jack, how are you? Yeah, I mean, in terms of WoW, I don't think I'd get much out of it. Although saying that, it depends on your resolution, really. Just raid is smooth faster, yeah. The Corsair Vengeance kit you bought around 3 years ago is now double the retail price. Yeah, it's amazing how the price has just skyrocketed. Unfortunate for me, whilst I'm in the market for buying RAM, so them's is the way things fall. Not going to make that because it's Ember Silk. I'm not going to make that. I could do with another shadoweave mask, but I think I'm lacking in shadow silk according to that. So let's start gathering and just have a look at what we can collect. We're gonna for old time's sake, we're gonna visit the guild vault, and then we'll head back to Booty Bay to do this properly. This is why we went to Booty Bay, thanks to Jack's suggestion, to save all this running to the guild vault. Which, now that I've got it, I certainly don't want to go back. Wednesday is much better than Tuesday. A series of unfortunate events. Oh, sorry to hear that. What's an easy source of Sorcerous Earth? Not sure, Icon, actually. What are my thoughts on stockpiling items and then selling them after BFA release? I don't know what's going to be useful, so it's kind of anyone's guess, really. I mean, you can take an educated guess as to what things you think might be useful, and if you think you might have a market that you could stock up on, I'd go for those. For me personally, I'm not stockpiling. I'm just buying things as I go along. Work orders in your garrison? Yeah, I could do with making sure that those are continually gone through. Mainly WoW multi-boxing and Total War games. Oh, so that should be a decent amount then. The 980. I don't know without looking at the actual sort of benchmark speeds between them, to be able to get myself a comparison from a numbers point of view. Free Hearthstone to Booty Bay with fishing. Oh, that's an interesting idea. I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't realised there was such a one. But you've got it at the moment, but you've had it for nearly 3 years. Well, if it ain't broke, unless you're noticing a particular slowdown. I'd heard that as well, Costa. I suspect that that's a bug, and I don't think it's as Blizzard intend. It would seem strange to me to suddenly get rid of work orders now, 2 expansions later. So I don't know whether that's actually working as intended from the Blizzard point of view. You never know, though. You know, it's Blizzard's game. They'll do with it what they want. Multibox doesn't matter. A good CPU will increase performance. Yeah, that's true. You can still buy them with Primal Spirits at the Garrison vendor. Ah, right. That's for the Earth, isn't it? You have a 1080 and it's underwhelming. Yeah, I use a 1080 at my current job, and it certainly seems decent enough. Well, I'm not playing games with it. I'm doing 3D stuff, so it seems robust enough for my purposes. But then again, I don't really do. I mean, yeah, I do pretty heavy 3D side of things, but yeah, I don't know when it comes to gaming. Right, I'm going to make that. I'm going to see what Shadow Silk is like on here, and if it's really expensive, then we may have to consider going and collecting some up. So let's have a look at the auction house. Let's go for shopping, favourite shopping. Shadow Silk should be here. No, I don't have it. Okay. Shadow Silk / exact. So it's currently 149 gold. Been a while since you've done Walls of Draenor, so I need to get back on it. Yeah, definitely. I think it's useful for certain things. Yeah, or just from the auction house. I think I probably missed what that was in relationship to. Use 2 Predator gaming monitors, but looking at the Predator 34-inch, treat yourself before BFA. Nice. A 34-inch would be a plenty nice side. Good evening, Monseltoff. How are you? I love your collection of icons there. That's all the gold makers, all together. Love it. Problem with WoW is it runs on 1 core still, so GPU load is relatively low. However, DirectX 12's coming BFA, which should use the GPU more. Yeah, going to be interesting actually. See how it differs in terms of game engine wise. So my purchase price is 74 gold, so this is double my purchase price. Mat cost is currently telling me 115 gold, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what kind of load it has on the older PCs, like my old Mr. Potato here. See how it goes. Probably best not to get PC advice on Twitch chat. Well, that's true, Chris. You do actually have to back it up with your reading. Do your research, I always say. So how many Shadow Silk did we need? Gathering wise, we needed 5, and for the shadoweave mask, if we just have a look at shadoweave mask, it's currently got a profit of 3,900, so we can afford to buy these at double their current price, because that's okay. So 1, 2, we can get maybe the 4 and the 1 would be the easiest way to do that. We'll do that, and then we can at least get 1 shadoweave mask on. Whoops, wrong button. Oh no, because I've got search on. There we go. Do that. Good evening, Bullywolf. How are you? There we go, and just click that up. I've just missed some chat here. Let me just have a look. Everyone has a different opinion. Absolutely, Chris, definitely. How's the gold making going towards Longboy? Doing all right. We're over 2 million, so that's a pretty good start. We should really be at 2.5 million at this stage. We should be at the halfway point. So we are off target, but we're not massively off target. You can't post items every time you run a post scan and click on post error window shows up. You're losing gold and you don't want to switch to TSM3. That doesn't sound good, Frodo. Have you tried turning all your other add-ons off and just having TSM on? Because that seems unreasonably buggy. I haven't seen that myself. Your girlfriend wants a gaming PC, so I said we could build her one, probably better spec than mine. She said she'd have mine and you could build one for yourself. Nice, TJ, nice indeed. There we go, and rig now isn't that bad at all, just need some more DDR3. Yeah, DDR3 is quite pricey, really. DDR3, get a whole new system. Well, my Mr. Potato 1.0 is running DDR3. I managed to pick up another 8 gigabytes for £6 off of CEX, which was awesome. Happened to people with more than 1,000 items in TSM. Did it? Okay, so that could be a reason for the bugs. Interesting one. Tailoring, shadoweave mask, make one of those. I'm going to post that one up. i7 6700. That sounds pretty good, Danny. I would say that's pretty reasonable. Anything i7 should be good. Been debating going for an Intel i7. Yep, I think anything ones. I think it was because of Nomi cakes. Okay, test it now. Interesting, because I do have Nomi cakes add-on myself and aren't getting that. I'm not getting that error myself, so that's a strange one. Actually, do I have Nomi cakes, or did I get rid of it? Hang on. Just thinking about it. I might have gotten rid of it now that I've done Nomi stuff. Hexweave bag 2000, Shadoweave master 3000. Post those on. A year old this month. 12 months interest paid off a week ago. Okay. Should be enough with a 1080 to play max settings. Maybe not max distance, but you can see in WoW, but it should work great. Yeah. I would say that system should definitely be good enough. I was able to play WoW on a 4K monitor, 32-inch 4K monitor with a dual Xeon processors and a Quadro K6000 card with 12 gigs of RAM, and it looked beautiful. It really did. Right, let's head back to the proper home place, because I don't need to do any more running around, and we need to get on with all our other things with our other characters. So we'll head back to Booty Bay for Samadan, and then we'll swap over onto some other characters. DK sounds, as in Death Knight sounds. Disable it and give a smoother performance. Interesting. You do play at 9 with max res. Seems to struggle at times with some legion zones like Suramar. Oh, interesting. How's everyone's gold farming going? Not too bad here. I'm going to swap characters and have a look at how Urfan and Awakening are getting on. So let's start with Urfan. Should we say optimal settings according to NVIDIA? Oh, so it is Death Knight sounds. That's an interesting one. I wonder what that was about then. There's even an option for it in sounds. Do they do some kind of like signal processing, like reverberation and things like that? Recommended in WoW would say, and lower the max FPS. No need to go higher than 90 in WoW. Do I mainly use professions? Yes, I do. So our first character, Samadan, my main character, was doing the cooking and tailoring and enchanting. Now we've moved over to Urfan, who is my demon hunter, leather worker and skinner, who's also got a lot of expires that need sorting out. So let's go through those and see if we've sold any. The main thing we sell here is Drums of Fury. And the occasional piece of dread leather. Give it a try and turn them off. But I like them. I like the sound effects. I'm not noticing too much of a slowdown actually with my settings at 5. So I'm not too concerned frame rate wise. but it's weird that they do have it as an option. You have 2 bank tabs of drums, lots of bear tartar, spice Fargasaur, sylvan elixirs, mage tower, let's go. Are you all set for it then, Foku? When's the next mage tower going to be? Ooh, 15,000 gold. Let's take a guess as to what's going to be 50. That's unusual for Earthen to have 15,000 gold in the mail. Let's take a guess as to what that could be. I'm thinking it might be a piece of dread leather, is my guess. Let's have a look. Let's do the expires. Your gold making slow down due to everyone dumping their mats. Yes, Shortus, that's exactly where I've gotten. Enchant profits have gone down. Oh, it was the heavy savage leather. Look at that. It's finally sold. Well, there you go, Forever. Look, that farm we did from what was that, about a week or two ago? That heavy savage leather that we collected is a nice bit of profit. Thank you very much for showing me that farm. What is the price of pristine hide compared to 10 savage leather? I don't know, I'd have to look that one up. Have I got expires? Were we full? Oh, we're full. Okay. We need to just offload some stuff. We can have a look here. So, let's have a look. You're saying pristine hide. Pristine hide. There is none, according to my spelling. If we have a look in leatherworking tab, perhaps we can see. Whoops. Whoa. Is there anything in the patterns? Pristine. No. What about if we search here? Pristine hide 938 with a region market value of 1,413, so quite a bit higher. Okay, hold on, let me just catch up on chat. Loads of stuff went off then. Your RAM's 8 GB DDR3. Oh, thank you, Sinster Gaming, for the follow. Very kind of you. I think that's about what my RAM is, TJ. I think it's, yeah, it's definitely not fast. You're making 100,000 plus on fur a week. Now you can't sell it due to people undercutting me or way too much. Yeah, that happens. People are just dumping their mats shorter, so it definitely happens. Oh, pristine leather, was it? Okay, I got it wrong. Okay, raise the drums price. Okay. Oh, your hubs as a follower, and you've been listening to my stream in the background. Wanted to throw your follow. Well, that's very kind of you. There we go. I can't make it. Okay, hold on. Let me just check. Let me have a look. Had to ask because you exchanged 10 for 1. Okay. So, is there something here that uses pristine leather? This is all pristine hide. I can't see anything that uses pristine leather from looking at that. Your RAM is 2,600 MHz, so that's the difference with 800. Yeah, definitely. Talking about computers, you recently built yourself a PC with a 1050. Okay, that's good. 250 SSD, 16 gig of RAM, and a Ryzen 5. You did it for about £700. Nice. That's very nice indeed. It is hide. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a great spec PC. That's kind of where I'm aiming for Mr. Potato 2.0. Something around the 1050 or 1060 range. 16 gigs of RAM and the i5 that very kindly came to me from Jack. There we go. Pristine hide is what you're referring to. The trader in Twilight will trade 10 heavy for 1 hide. Okay. Check for the max speed your motherboard takes. I think DLT goes up to 21. Does it? Okay. Okay, it was. Okay, I'm way behind on chat, so that's why I'm way behind. Do apologise for that. Okay. You feel the RAM upgrade will get you out of the graphics settings 5. Nothing wrong with graphics settings 5, TJ. That was an upgrade for me from going from graphics settings 1. So there we go. This is recommend an SSD now. BFA is so graphically intensive. Yes, I mean since I moved WoW over to an SSD, I've definitely found a massive increase in load speed. Definitely. The 1050 compared to 1060 in price for stream is small, so 1060 6 gig definitely. Okay. Oh, you're still getting the error, Frodo? Oh, sorry to hear. Your post thousand set, tried it out, made a fast satanic strength, sold it for 16k. Wow. I need to get into the flasks then, definitely. But for the spec of the rest of your PC, you feel like a bottleneck in performance with the RAM. Yeah, it could be TJ. But I heard that RAM speed doesn't actually make a huge amount of difference. I'm not sure though. But not for WoW. I mean, yes, obviously Mr. Potato's doing fine streaming at the moment. Alright, let's get these expires going. Oh, I didn't actually post everything up. I was so busy looking at everything, I forgot to post everything on. I'm doing a terrible job of doing 2 things at once here, reading chat and doing my auctions. So I'll be here all night if I keep this up. Okay. Yeah, I think an SSD does make a huge difference. So many squirrels, always the squirrels, Danny. But this is the thing I love about the game is there is, you know, not let alone the chat that we've got going on, just the amount of stuff you can do in the game. And then obviously talking about PCs and speed and what's happening with BFA, you know, it all works really nicely. So thank you all. No, I don't believe in that, Costa. I think anyone can do things if they put their mind to it. I just tend to, I get easily distracted. Oh, thank you, Danny. It's very kind of you to say so. Build yourself a beast. Might as well, TJ. You play WoW on 10 max settings for your computer. It's not even blinking. Well, that's good to know. Good to know, definitely. Right, let's get some stuff on. 113 items. Let's see if we can get some sales through that. And then I might send some of that gold over to Samadan. Because we don't need a huge float of money for earthen, just a few bits and pieces. You follow every thought. Yeah, I can imagine that gets highly difficult following everything. Don't mind you being here whole night, to be honest. Could do a Sam marathon night. Unfortunately, I've got a very busy day of work tomorrow, so much as I would love to, I don't think I've quite got the stamina for a complete marathon. But thank you nonetheless. A lovely hyper focus. Yeah, I can imagine. Almost given up on professions transmog altogether. Sky dominating every single market there is in that aspect. I guess there's not really a huge market for professions transmog. Once you've gotten one of everything, you know, there's not a great deal there. I'm certainly getting much more luck with the consumables. Yeah, exactly as you said. You glad not to enjoy the consumables. Yeah, that's my thoughts as well, Foku. I mean, my gladiator stuff just hasn't sold for a long while. So gold-wise, we're at 30,000. I am tempted to send some gold to Samadan, but I may leave it off for now and wait until we see Awakening's situation. But let's post everything on, do our cooldowns, and then we'll have a look at what we can do. Let's get the Bear Tartar on. Just ordered a nice Lich King canvas painting to go next to Ogron. Excellent, Forever. Very nice indeed. Talking of the Lich King, Jack, I actually, before the stream, finished my sketch, so I'll sort out with you a way to get that over to you. Don't mention brain keeps going like 20 hours a day, even in the dark, still processing stuff. Yeah, that must be difficult. When BFA comes, Goblin Glides will be expensive again. Yes, I think that's a good one. That's a good one. No problem at all, Jack. Thanking you for the bits for Mr. Potato 2.0. So happy to pass on and do the trade. Right, let's do... I'm going to Jelly School because I am jelly of Jack. Oh, right. Jelly as in jealous. There we go. Hoping you can hit 2 million before the end of the month. That's a good target to go for, Santa. Good luck indeed. Let's just do these. And let's do a harden so we can get another recipe just for completeness. And then... sitting at 1.6. That's not too bad. Not too bad, actually. And they still dare to say that ADHD is a behaviour problem. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, does it? I'll dip the jelly first. Do we need to restock on anything leatherworking wise? Let's have a look. I'm not sure what I've got set up at the moment. Okay, so we'll make a barding, and we'll might as well make some more drums of fury. We should have enough for those, so let's just do that through the regular one. We say about 80, so let's do 80 and create those. Let that go through, and I'll just have some water and make sure I've caught up. Hey Dak, how are you? I've been very well, thank you very much. Going through all our gold making stuff at the moment. It's taken us an hour already, and we've only gotten as far as Earthen. We spent so much time chatting, which has been amazing. You'd like a different spreadsheet, one with the 30-day time span, and a 3.3 million target. Stop talking. No. No, keep talking. Your company is awesome. That could be good. I did a variation on my my spreadsheet for 30 days for my son, so that he could work out how much he needed to do for the WoW token, because he wants to earn enough gold for a WoW token. That's exactly what I did for my son. It was fairly easy to sort out in the end. I just had to change everything. Need that one for your husband? Okay. What I'll do is I'll check my sharing settings on that one, and I'll post it in my Discord probably tomorrow, and you can have a copy of that. Just snipe some primal fire for 3 gold each. Nice. I love it when you get a good snipe. I mean, I like finding them on the auction house. To me, that seems like a really good sort of... it's in my shopping list, and I see something for a really cheap price. That's where that's what I really like. TSM 4, what's the difference between the last TSM? The main difference is the groups are a lot more intuitive. No problem, Costa, I'll sort that out. The groups are a lot more intuitive. Obviously you can see here I'm still using the standard user interface, but I switch between this and the TSM 4 user interface for certain things. But for me, the main thing I like about TSM 4 is the groups, and being able to organise your groups, drag things from one place to another, make copies of your operations, and just the whole organisation is so much better. That's what I particularly like about it. Yeah, it does look a lot better, definitely, especially for someone new coming to it. Oh, okay. Oh, you found a solution though, Frodo. So it was you went to a backup and it works again. That's very strange. I wonder what was causing the problem there. And the other thing we're going to make is a stonehide leather barding, because we sold one. So let's post on our new set of drums. Someone's just bought all your tomes. That's cool. Do you find that people buy all the tomes in one go? I've noticed that. Drums are at below min price, interestingly there. What is the price of drums at the moment? 33 gold. And someone's got them... What's my minimum price? My minimum price is 20 gold. And people have got them on here for 9 gold. You can't use the chef's hat if you cast a PC. That's weird. If they want one, they seem to want them all. Yeah, definitely. Buy and reset. Yeah, I mean, 24 is my normal price. How many have we got here? 90, 150 roughly. I think I would be okay with buying 150 of those. Cast a TV. Ah, right, okay. Drums of Fury. Yeah, those ones, compared to my... That's based on my average buy price? No, I'm not sure what price that's bought on. So let's get those off. Let's take those off. And then we just got my... Well, we don't want those. Those are mine. Let's just take those off. Whoops. Press the wrong button. Try that again. Drums of Fury. It's going to take all of these off. There we go. Chat's too small on what's left over on the telephone screen. Ah, right, okay. Should we start selling some tailoring transmog? You have every pattern, so I'm sure there's some rarer ones in there. Yeah, definitely, Dak. I find the Mooncloth robe is always a good seller for me, as well as obviously all the shirts, particularly the rich purple, if you can get the market on that. So where will we at shopping wise? Recent Drums of Fury. So we just got these at 33. So let's take those 3 off anyway. Might as well. Just the normal Mooncloth robe. It sells for a good profit on my realm, and I'm the only one selling it. You just came back after a 2-year break. I was wondering if you had any tips on how to get set up for the expansion. Well, just have a character at 110 and just enjoy the content would be the main thing I'd suggest. And enjoy BFA when it comes out. I don't think there is a great deal of prep work you can do. In terms of, you know, if you're catching up. I mean, I'm catching up myself because I had a break, and I'm still way behind. You stopped selling crafted transmog, total disaster. Even tried selling for 20% region. Wow. Learn how to fly and drain. Well, that is definitely useful. It took me a long while to get it, but it was definitely nice now that I've got it. Things like gold making, what professions to max out. Well, go with whatever professions you currently have, because you never know, you might have some old patterns that are harder to get now. So I'm going to post these on, run a post scan. So what are drums going to come up for now? Normal price is 97 gold. Well, that's ambitious, but we'll put them on and we'll see what happens. Hold on, did I miss a few things? What did I miss? Get all the ramp up to Exalted from Draenor. Just find it's good to add your auctions listed. Never know who's buying. Follows item Wellhead. Battle sets. Doing well with the reborn weapons. Wars of Draenor weapons. Yeah, I'd like to get some blacksmithing going, definitely. Right, okay, so apologies if I've missed anything on chat. It's going really nicely fast at the moment. So what I'm looking for that now is we're gonna, how much we got gold wise left? 28,000. Let's send 8,000 to Samadan, just to give him a little bit. Oops, that's not Samadan. Just to give him some extra gold. 8,200, shall we say. And then that leaves me with a 20,000 gold float. There we go. Oh, Andre, thank you ever so much for the follow. Well, that's a good sign, Costa, isn't it? It's people in who have got an interest and they're chatting away. So I'm all happy with that. Right, so that's done. Let's swap over to Awakening. See if we can rattle through what Awakening needs to do. See if we've got any sales on the Alchemy. So we've got things like Half Hill Farm to do, because we're getting quite well with the Tiller's reputation. We're nearly up to Revered, I think. So it might be worth doing that. I'd also like to... What would I do next? Transmogs are way too slow, yeah. Keep your stock moving, yeah. I would say, I'd agree. Right, we've got some expires, so... Whoops, wrong button. Let's deal with the expires. That's everything, actually. Everything's expired. Okay, so no sales from that point of view. We've got some more Spirits of Harmony, though, so we could make some more Living Steel. What have I got cooldown wise? This is true. This is true. How many do you sell a day? Drums of Fury. Let's clear that queue. We've done that. Back to the WoW user interface. So what have we got? Secrets of Draenor, Alchemy. We need to do that. We've got now having a look at this. We've got the Riddle of Steel, which is potentially useful. How's it looking? It's looking quite cheap though. Look at that, 2,597 minimum. Decent life time frame in hours for leveling 1 to 110. Whichever, it doesn't really matter. Let's get weird. Just go with whichever method you like. Make sure you enjoy it is the main thing. Making less and less money daily, but your bank is increasing inside. Yeah, I've noticed profits have dropped a lot. Soon time for the first Sky Golem craft. Oh, excellent, Foku. Excellent. Living Steel's 1.5. Okay. Yeah, region is up to... Region is 2,000 on here. Well, you got 110 from the boost, buying expansion mage. For buying expansion, and the mage is 107 from leveling. Well, that's pretty decent. Profits will be slow until they release the pre-patch. Yeah, I think it's vamps. That's a good point. I think there's going to be an influx of people, definitely. So be happy. Yes, you're right. I was looking at my prices of 4,000 for Living Steel, and so there was me My Trillium is way too expensive, yes, because I'd bought my Trillium based off of my price of, based on this being a much higher before, so I get the mining up. Yeah, you're talking complete sense. That's exactly what I need to do. And that way I can get my material costs down, and getting material costs down means more profit, which is exactly the way I need to do it. So at least I'll put on what I've got, because I can make some sales with those. So looking at these, true gold for 3,000. Actually, okay, below min price, posting at normal price, and normal price is too high, I think. So my min price is 2,643. So if I just change that and post that to minimum price, that's probably going to be a better operation to go. You cry when you see me buying all this stuff. Yes, yes, very true, Danny. I know what you mean. It really does need to balance out correctly. So let's have a look at my living steel group operation. Let's just change that. Instead of being at normal price, that should be at minimum price, and that should be at max price. And then what's the other operation? Living steel 4s, that should be at minimum, and that should be at maximum. That's more correct. A potion of luck, no, I've not had any sales of it yet. So the only reason people would buy it would be because of the potion master. So there we go. We are looking at living steel. Living steel 2525. So there's a good portion of them at 2.5. And then it jumps up to 2.7. So I could be tempted to buy the 10, 11 that are here. But I'm gonna see if I can just get the sales as they are. I'm gonna post those on because I really want to move on. And I think, talking of what we need to do, we've got Half Hill Farm potentially, but we also need to get El Morte up. So I think what I'm going to do is swap over to El Morte and get that going. Yeah, that's the thing, is getting my mining up. So we're currently at level 74. We want to level up higher, so we're currently doing the trash in Karazhan. I've done it once, so I'm getting a feel for it. I'm just actually building up Half Hill at the moment, but yes, it will be for spirits and potentially golden lotuses as well. Oh, there we go. We sold some bronze. Well, let's get rid of the expires. We can have a look at this properly. We sold the tin, bronze, and steel and mithril. So those were all worth doing. There we go. Love you and my shirts. You're so in that market now. Yeah, I love doing shirts. They don't make a huge amount of profit, but they're great fun. Our next day, NetX Day. Thank you very much for the follow. Loads of gold to be made with a bronze bar. Yeah, I think so. We can actually. Do actually have the materials to be making some more copper and tin, because I do have some stock that's not going to be used, so we might as well make that up. Actually, let's get some more bronze going. Might as well use that. There's not going to be any good to me there. There we go. So we'll go to this, and then we'll make all the copper into bars, and then all the tin. There we go. Spirits are really underwhelming. You get one spirit per harvest. where you get around 14 of each trillium ore, and the golden lotus is anywhere from 2 to 8. Okay, so what's next at unlearned for smelting? I believe. What have we got? That's not in order, is it? I'll have to check the. I've got iron, got mithril, gold. I think it could be thorium, true silver and thorium. These two down here. So we can. There's more we can do. Definitely. Yeah, leveling's not so much the problem now. I want to get actual levels, because I think I can come back and level up my mining so much quicker once I've gotten a higher level. Then fell iron, adamantine, eternium, fell steel, corium. Yeah, basically I want to run through everything. That's the main thing. So that's the copper done. We've got absolutely loads of tin we can do. So let's start with that one. Yeah, once I'm up to Legion level, it's really quick to go through. Whether I'm going to get to 110 by the time BFA comes out, I'm not sure. I'd quite like to. I'd like to have El Morte up at 110 by the time BFA comes out. How achievable that is whilst also being able to do my gold making, I don't know. How much do I need for the... Why is the bronze not going up? Because that's the maximum of my tin done. Okay, so let's just create 70 bronze. And we'll leave the tin for now until I can get more copper going. Make more gold with thorium and level the mining up at the same time. Yep, that's true. Am I streaming this weekend? I believe I am. Certainly doing the Sunday. I need to check, double check the calendar. Your OCD kicks in with mining. It's been your very first profession. Ah. I said that a while back, or you said that a while back. Yes, I need to check to be able to say for sure. But my usual Sunday night should be good. We'll see how everything goes. Hi, Melana, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? Just going to be doing a little bit of smelting at the moment, and then we're going to move on to some Karazhan trash leveling. So we're trying to make some gold with my level 74 Death Knight. Oh, Valuria, thank you ever so much for the cheer. Very kind of you. How's my 5 million gold going? Oh, Escort, thank you ever so much for the host. Very kind of you. How was your stream? Just woke up after a nice sleep in. Excellent, excellent. The 5 million gold is going okay. We should be at 2.5 million at this stage, and we are currently just at 2 million. So we've got some ways to go. We're off target by a 50,000, sorry, a 500,000 margin. So we are off by quite a while. Said a while back, if you hit 80 you can start mining Ghost Iron. Yeah, and that's where I'm going to really start going for it, definitely. Pretty good. Only made 250k in the 2 hours. That sounds pretty good. Thank you ever so much for the host. 25, 250 or 25%. Yeah, either way, that's very good. 250k. Let's just get on my mount. We'll post this slot on. And then we'll go through. Average close to 750 an hour, the previous streams though. Flipping items cross realm. Wow, that sounds like a brilliant gold making operation you got going there. Fantastic. Hey Pantykins, how are you? Going very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Thanks for stopping by. So we're going to go through and post these things on, and then let's go see if we can get El Morty up at least another level. Where are we at? We're at 51%, over half of which is rested XP, so that shouldn't be too bad. Yesterday was a good day of gold making. Sold fishing lure, was worth 800 for 17k, nice, and a stage 2 lion hut champion for the price of stage 3 one. I haven't been in on the stage things, but that's cool. Just had some homegrown tomatoes. No, oh yes, homegrown is definitely the best. Definitely agree with that. Whoops, 55 only. Yeah, I don't mind any. That's still, you know, that's still good numbers in my eyes. Right, okay, so let's move on to Karazhan. Let's take a little flight. What I'm going to do... Oh, it's got... Thank you ever so much for the sub. That's so kind of you. Thank you indeed. Hold on. Where's me chef's hat? Thank you for your support. It's extremely kind of you. How's Dotty? Dotty's doing okay. Yeah, she seems fine. I haven't... She laid a couple of eggs recently, and that all seems okay so far. I'm going to take a flight to Duskwood because I always do that. Go to the wrong one because it's a little bit easier. There's Duskwood, and then we can go off from there. I could do it from here in the Swamp of Sorrows, but I'll do it from there. That way. Yes, she laid a couple. We haven't given them back to her yet in the scrambled form that you suggested. But I'll give it a go. I need to just get round to actually scrambling them. Alright, take this little flight. And then we'll go over... So we'll get the flight over to here. And then we're going to go over into... Can't click on it, there it is. And then go down to Karazhan. Thought last time someone talked about Dotty, they meant your cat. Just dead confused right now. Cat laying an egg. No, Dotty is my chicken. We did have 6 chickens, and over the time they've died off one by one through natural causes. And so she's the last and the oldest. She's about 5 or 6 years old, which is pretty good for a hybrid. So, you know, she's doing okay, but she does get a bit lonely. The chicken does egg, the cat does hairball. Yeah, definitely. No cat around tonight, though. No, no Cookie. Oreo is lying on his back with his legs in the air, but he doesn't like to go on stream too much. Sama chicken. Yeah, she has graced us on stream once. Is this my old account? No, this is my only account, Cold Trains. Poor Dotty, we'll give her some cuddles. Yeah, I do say hello to her in the mornings when I get her food and water ready. And I say good night to her in the evenings. But, yeah, bless her, she does get a little bit. New icon. Don't think so. Right, so we're going over to Karazhan, which is over the hill and far away. Down here. There was some iron deposits down there I could have mined, but that's too much of a squirrel at the moment. We want to get at least, well, we've got half an hour of decent A chicken with a chef's hat. Yeah, that would be good. Squirrel. Too many squirrels. Definitely. I mean, start from vanilla. Did you check my battle pets? Might have good pets to sell. No. This is a character that I'm just leveling through, who's currently 74. So easy from Dalaran. Oh, is there a faster route, is there? Am I going the long way round? That didn't seem too bad. I did enjoy that, though. So, let's turn on Loot Appraiser, just so that we can do a reset if I need to. I don't know how many times I'm going to run through this. Bag space-wise, how am I looking? If I'm going for so short a time, okay. There's a portals carrier from the middle of modern. Okay. Alright, okay. Right, so let's go right into the basement. Of course I can't get to New Dalaran. Well, I could get a mage to port me there. That's an option, isn't it? I've got some extra ones here. Nothing there. So we were at 51% coming in here. So let's see how we get on with these. Let's collect up these ones as well. And then we can use our blood thing. And then just position myself a bit better. There we go, that. Netherware pets are account wide. You just got 120k from pets. You didn't even know it was worth it. Nice. More chance of winning the lottery than Mage Portal in your realm. Oh, really? You shouldn't go straight to spiders. Oh, okay. What's the... I mean, I'm still getting the same experience. I think I was going to do spiders, then bats, then dogs. Would be my route that I did last time. That seemed to work. But I'm still getting used to this this leveling method. Start at the horses first. Ah, right, okay. Well, let's pop back. It's not too far away. Oh, get stuck on a thing. So already we're at 70%. So that was quick. That's obviously with rested XP. So the horses are around this side. We can do those. Let's start with this one that's over here and this one here. Let's get those three down and then we can do those. Oh, and you can do them on the way out. Yeah, got to watch out for the boss, obviously. Don't want to aggro him in the middle. Otherwise we can't reset. Now you can just walk past him, can't you? Hey, Hysterical Chewy, love the name. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, been feared. That's not a good start. I don't want to run into the boss. There we go. Let's run back this way. And then I can add you in. There we go. And I should have enough for everyone. There we go. Got those down. Got them going. Okay, Foku, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of your evening, or a great sleep at least. Let's see if I can pull this one a bit closer. There we go, let's just take these two out. There we go. He's neutral, yes, he is, so at least I can not worry too much about him. But I still have to be careful not to aggro it with my button mashing, which I tend to do a lot of. Right, okay, so that's that. Let's pull that one closer, and that closer. And let's go over to do this horse at the same time. So I'm going to try and keep my groups small, because I have killed myself overextending myself on this one. So back in, we've we're no longer in rested XP, so no benefits of that. Let's take those. Can we do all these at the same time? Let's try that. Oh, we're stunned, so that doesn't help. Do that. Let's try this. Okay, there's maybe too much, because I'm feared as well. This is going to end badly. Oh, managed to get something off in time. The stuns don't help. Get my pool of blood thing down, and that should help me. My brothers. Sorry, Jack. Sorry. When you were lower level, yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Do you know if there's interesting things you get from the quartermaster for the rep you are getting? I don't know, actually. I haven't looked it up. Right, we can dodge past you, the boss, and then we can do these ones over here. Don't want to do too many, so I'll just do these ones first, and then I'll go on to the other ones. Faster, let those legs move. Yeah, I'm not the fastest at this kind of thing, but I am enjoying it, which is the main thing. Is that everyone? That was quick. Another weave, right. Then we go up the stairs. And then there's these ones we can aggro here. Can I get Fellsteel Longblade plans from here? That would be interesting. I don't even know what that does, but I hear it's worth a lot. Ah, good evening, that one bro guy. How are you? Do you and do you? I can. Okay. Hey Gwendolyn, how are you? Yes, I did spot it just before I started stream. I'll sort that out with you probably tomorrow, once I've worked out everything. But thank you ever so much, that's really kind of you to offer. Right, hold on, everyone's out of range. Let's get everyone in range, sentry wise. Let's pull you towards me. Oh no, that's the wrong button. There we go, I want to do that one. Oh yeah. It's 2.5 million. Wow. Okay. That'll be nice to get if I can. Just let you know. Heard someone didn't get yours today, so I wanted to make sure. Okay. No worries. That's very kind of you. Alright, let's do that. And button mash these ones. So TSM just recorded gold transfer to your banker twice. And double the amount. It'd be nice to actually earned. So we should remove the transaction in accounting. I don't know, actually, Sensor. Maybe try on the beta Discord. Well, there's loads in here. Let's do these. Get those in. And level 75. Oh, you're still on 3. Okay. So, extra level should mean I hit harder now, which is also going to be useful. Yeah, Gumdrops would know. So if you post in the TSM Discord, you'll definitely get an answer there. Okay, and have I done all the rooms, or am I missing some? There's the stairs back down. I missed some earlier though. Hey Excelsius, how are you? And Fen, how are you doing? Now, map-wise, so we can go up here and then we can go round, I believe. But I'll do these ones first. Thank you very much. Oh, stunned. Oh, here comes Oreo behind me. A rare glimpse of Oreo the cat behind me. The great giant beast that he is. Hello mate, how you doing? There we go. Careful for the skeleton. Oh, the skeleton's difficult, are they? He wobbles around quite funny. Yeah, he does. He's he's 7 kilos of cat, so he's not small. Now, can I do these ones in the banquet hall as long as I don't do everyone else? They make you drunk. Yeah, he's definitely a very big cat. Okay, let's try one. You have a 10 kilo version. Wow. Just don't pull morose. Okay. Okay, right, let's try this. How many did we collect then? Let's pull them in. As long as I stay away, I should be okay. I don't know what kind of aggro he's got, so I'm just going to work my way around. Oh my god, there's loads over there. Okay. Right, let's try just a few here. Well, those are non-elite, those ones. So I probably won't get as much XP for those. 2,000 for that one. Let's just try aggroing a few here. Phantom guess. What do we get XP wise for these? 400. So you get a lot less for those non-elites, obviously. Do that. I think I'm not going to go too much closer for the rest of those. Let's try up here. These are all non-elites as well. They die faster. Okay. Let's see. These don't look like any bosses here. Where am I? Okay, let's just aggro a bunch and see how those go. No, that's super quick. There we go. Let's do another group. We could probably do 2 groups, or even 3. Because some of these are elites actually. That might have been an overpull. There we go. 5Ks, that's nice. Right is the exit. Yeah, clear the room, then head down. Okay. Let's do another load of here. Oh, those are elites, those ones. I mean, we can pretty much spam down these ones quite quickly. So that's quite quick. And then I'll just aggro these ones and these ones here. And then those ones, add those in. And then we'll pop that down and do all of these. There we go. Go up and clear the big pool before the theatre event. Yes, I remember you saying that last time. I missed that one, didn't I, Ignis? Do that, loot that. I can pull you towards me, make that a bit easier. I'll leave you on your own. So, what have we got? Banquet hall. Where's the next bit? Okay, so turn back, down the ramp, dogs, bats, spiders. Not found a fix yet, just do smaller scans. Let's steps here, or you've done 10 instances. Yeah, I mean, there are a few different routes, isn't there, on this? If I go back this way, I missed a sentence. I missed something. Hold on, I'm always missing something. A different problem exposed something when it's scanned for 1. Okay, let me just go back. Down the hallway. Okay. Okay. Left. Left down here. Aha, yes, we've been here, haven't we? We did this one. Now, looking at the map of this area, this is the one I need to work towards. So let's go over and do that. Let's just hook up a few. $405 XP, 28%, a load of stuff. There we go, that. Hook up that one as well. And we go over and do these. Getting a bit more confident in the number of ones that I can pull for these. What am I missing? That one. That one. I need to go around and do those two. That one and that one. That's easy enough. Then that leaves me with a few off to the side. Here. Which I can do. I'll gather you back to the middle. Is easy enough. And then which is the hallway? It's in here, isn't it? Spectral Usher, these are new. Okay. Such a noob. Just on a new TSM set, thought put in the operations, turns out you never listed, and load of stuff, 500 gold, some stuff was like 5k plus. Could have been a lot worse, exactly. We all make those mistakes doing that. I wouldn't worry too much. Kata maybe 2 to 4 a week. Okay, you're getting some good sales then, Danny, with all that. Oh, got a few more here. Do that, and then get these ones there. Go through that, go do these. Ooh, stunned, frozen that time. So where are we at? What have we got here? Mobs wise. So we could probably clear all these ones. Because those seem like a bunch that we could do. I don't need to stand in my blood pool. Oh, we got something. Robe of the Crimson Order. Helps that you're an East Coast person on a West Coast time zone service. The only person usually in the morning and afternoon. That's good. That's good to have a good time zone that you can work in. Right, so we don't want to do there. We can do an usher, I guess. Because that's not part of the thing. There we go. And then, so that room's cleared. Then we can head back. We can do some of those side rooms, but not the one that was really annoying with those those things that were constantly annoying me. These ones in this room. I can do the ones in here though. What have you got? Take these ones and these ones. And those ones. I think we can do those okay. If I don't keep getting stunned. Oh no, I have got that charm thing. Concubine, that's the one I gotta watch out for. Okay, let's just leg it. I'm done. Let's do some damage so we can heal up a bit. There we go. At least do some damage here. Well, that's better. That's better than it was, actually. So being a bit higher level seemed to help with that. But I'm not going to go any further in because that seems tricky. Okay. Take one group at a time. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Grumpy, how are you? Adonaria, thank you ever so much for the raid. It's very kind of you. I haven't got a notification coming up with raids, which is why they come in stealth on me. How was your stream? I hope you are well. Welcome everybody from your stream. How are you all doing? I am basically running as El Morte through Karazhan at the moment, trying to level up. We've currently gained a whole level since I started. We started at 51% at 74, and we're now at 75 after one quick run. And we're just going to run through and do the rest of the lower area down here, and then we're going to work our way back out. We could possibly do another one, but I don't think I've quite got enough time for that tonight. There we are. So much babies and pixies and unicorns and sisters. Rocking the QWERTY shirt as usual. Absolutely, Grumpy. Pretty much 95% of my t-shirts are all QWERTY t-shirts. I got a couple of referrals through now, so I need to order myself another one and get a couple of random ones coming through. They are definitely good. Highly recommend them. If anyone hasn't spotted before or haven't used QWERTY before, they are really good for t-shirts, as Mr. Grumpyface will attest to. And I do have a referral code further down in the stream description. There's a little picture of me wearing a t-shirt. T-shirt hype, exactly. Okay, Commander Bond, thanks ever so much for stopping by. Have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy your dinner. I'm not doing this very efficiently. I'm literally just mashing a few buttons to try and get these out. Sniper already got most of them. Oh well, short ass. Oh, what's that for? Adonaria, did I miss something earlier? Why don't I make a load of demon hunters? Because I like a bit of variety is the main thing, and you can only have one demon hunter, if I recall. So having multiple demon hunters is not so easy. Right, old dogs. These were difficult last time I did them. I died doing these, so I'm going to run through these and see how we get on. So I'll take them in small packs. I'll do those ones and those ones. I mean, we have some pretty decent damage capabilities now, even with my button mashing. Oh, that was it, Danny. Okay. No worries. I was worried I'd miss something there. I tend to miss a bit of the chat when it's going on quite fast. But it's lovely to have all your company, so thank you all for joining me. We had a great conversation earlier about PC specs and everything, because we're looking to upgrade Mr. Potato to Mr. Potato 2.0. So we were talking about PC bits and pieces, which is really good fun. And the gold making has been going very well. We're still under target though. We just went over the 2 million mark though, so we're doing all right on that one. Geek Speaker strong today. Yeah, Mr. Potato is looking for an upgrade. Thanks to mainly Jack and Pointy Gnome for getting it off the ground. So we have the core parts that we need. We just need to do Mr. Potato Strikes Back, yeah, something like that. Oh, was that a boss? Or is that just a named thing? I think that's a named thing. Hopefully. Shadkith the Glider. It's a rare, okay. Yeah, I did remember seeing something that about one of these wasn't a boss. There we go, we've got him down. Oh, we got glider foot wraps. There we go. Oh, Danny, thank you ever so much for gifting us up. That's extremely kind of you. Welcome. Welcome, Adonria. Hold on, let me just get some chef's hats in there. There we go. Welcome aboard. Thank you ever so much, Danny, for gifting the sub. It was very kind of you. Right, is that me done? I think that's me done for this section. That wasn't too bad. Apparent looted item value was 6,935. Time to craft something with my looted stuff. Yes, we've got, what did we get loot stuff wise? Load of junk. We got 176 netherweave cloth, which we could turn into, also bedtime. Yes, it is. And yes, Pally Raider, this is old Karazhan we're doing for leveling up. We went from 51% at level 74 to 68% of level 75 with a trash clear. Oh, disenchant for the arcane dust. Okay, that's good to know. So I should send any BOEs over. We've got arcane dust worth 6 gold. I mean, the hypnotic dust is the stuff that work. Oh, there's a large prismatic shard there for that one. That would be useful. But that's also possibly worth selling. The Robe of Crimson Order. Oh, food and scrolls are junk too. Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll head back out from there actually. Let's just half straight out. We're not going to do another run of this. We're just going to leave this at this, and then we're going to get some more rested XP, and we'll come back to this another time. But we've got some good good level progress there. So we're trying to get to 80, really. That's the main goal. Yeah, no need to think about those ones. We can get rid of all of those. So junk, sell trash, use that. Try that again. And then these ones we can sell. Cleft hoof ribs, potions, draining water. All of this stuff isn't particularly useful. I can't see any of this particularly selling. And then anything that might be soul bound, we can sell, like that. And any of the BOEs, all the BOEs, we can send over to Samadan, and Samadan can disenchant all of these. So they're all BOEs. So I'll go through those. Did I list the bronze? I think I have done. Oh no, we've got it here still. So let's go over and send to Samadan. Let's open up my bags, close down Loot Appraiser for now. So all of these are going to be disenchanted. That could possibly be sold, but to be honest, it's probably worth more to me disenchanting it than anything else. Weapons we can do there, send those, and then Samadan can take that one and take the dagger, Moonblade, keeping the mining pick and hammer, and then those two, and send those. There we go. Sleeping on the job. Oh, thank you, Adonia, for the cheer. That's very kind of you. Control before clicking the item. It sends all of that kind of item. Oh, that's a good. I didn't realise that. Thank you for the tip. Okay. How much dust do I need? I don't actually need a lot of dust, to be honest. I think I've got a fair stock of it. Now let me just check my sell bronze operation, because maybe there was a limit I set on how many I was going to put on. You need to go down to a new one, mining bars, and group operations, the bars times 20. I believe my posting limit was only 1 stack, so let's increase this to 10. That'll do that. I need shards, yeah, definitely. So I'll send them all over, and we'll run a post scan on the bronze bars. So that's posting at my current price, so that at least gets some more on, because I had posted them on, but I hadn't posted the full lot because of my limit. So that was quite good progress. You've got 5,700 gold on you at the moment. And so what we'll do is we'll swap back over to Samadan to finish off with. So 68% through 75. Back to Samadan to check his gold tally for the day. So we went over 2 million, which is really nice. We had some sales of 60,000 in the mail. But other sales haven't been quite so strong on other days, so it's a little bit erratic. So let's have a look at, okay, we've got some stuff in the mail, so let's go sort that out first. And then we've also got probably some sales coming through from those enchants from earlier. Exactly, I had a lot of enchant sales at the start, so some of those have come through. We've got the 8,000 gold from Earthen. And then El Morty's just sent a load through, so that's 10,000 gold in addition to everything before. I haven't restocked on Lavishes, actually. I wasn't sure whether to or not. After we sold all of those, it's quite promising. So I would be tempted to make some more, especially as it's Thursday tomorrow. I don't know if there's going to be much raiding going on. Let's just have a look at the auctions if there's anything currently selling. 7 sold. We've still got some sales coming through. Hidden Satyr, Elemental Force. So we could probably do with just checking and doing a restock on our enchanting. Let's go through those now. And what's the restock looking like? Yeah, pretty comprehensive. So let's gather those up. Chaos crystals, start gathering. Then I'll check up on chat once that's going. Do I have it so that it matches auction house single price item when undercutting, or stack price when you post stacks? It's pretty much the same, basically. Hey, Brain Damaged, how are you? Pierre without a job. Well, definitely we want Pierre to be working. If you have the mats, make the feasts. Yeah, I probably have. I might as well use my mats up. That makes perfect sense to do so. So let's just create those two. We need some more still. One more. There we go. And then we need some Arcana from the Lay Shatter. So let's make that up. Um, it is an ogre cache, well spotted. When elemental force is selling for 1.2k, I hope I'm crafting ring enchants. I don't think I am, Ignis. The word ring enchants I'm not sure I've got. It reduces my which one's that? Struck with luck. Did I miss something? Do you want my normal raid frames back as well as Healbot ones? You can tell me how. Ah, okay. I don't think I need it just yet. I quite like my Healbot ones, but reducing stock levels cost is definitely a good idea. Take a look at my auction house for those. If cheap, you'd definitely flip a few. You'd be surprised. Okay. Ward, ring, cloak, and neck enchants, all except mastery. Okay, Ignis. I don't know exactly which ones those are, but I'll have to look those up. I won't do them today because I can sense I'm going to go on a massive squirrel hunt, and it's already late in the day and I need to finish up. Best in slot enchants for people leveling. Okay, well that's definitely worth having. So let's do what we need to do here. Let's craft these ones up. Exactly. It's a squirrel. It's been very much a squirrel day, but it's been absolutely fantastic. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to do our food, just to see if we can make any lavish feasts. I expect I can, because I've got a fair amount of cooking ingredients left. Oh, didn't mean to take my chef's hat off. There we go, cooking that one. Not sure what time is it over the ponds. Say good day. Hey Trillian Sane, how are you? It's just gone past midnight here in the UK. For many people, Legion neck enchant is better, so get recipes for rings and cloak first. Okay, I think I've got all of the Walls of Draenor enchants. I just need to actually go through and work out which ones to put on. But first, we're going to just do cooking. I'm going to leave that for now. So this is our list that it would like me to make. For lavish feasts, I would need to do about 30 of each of the main things, barracuda and what have you. So let's clear the queue. Let's do this manually rather than my crafting list. So let's see, we can make most of these, it would look like. We should be able to make at least 30 of these. B Brawler, thank you ever so much for the follow. Yeah, open my crafting window and show them real quick. Okay, to see my profit. Okay, we can do that. We can do that, Ignis. Let's have a look. So, looking at my Legion one, Draenor enchanting. What have we got here? So the cloaks I think I'm already doing. The necks I'm not doing though. And then the rings look to be decent as well. Okay. Don't let this be cooking at 2.0. I get your point, Ignis. I get your point, definitely. Might have made your best buy in a long time today. Saw something posted 20 of the medallion and the Legion for 20k each, but they had a bid price of 20 gold. And you bid them all and got them all. Excellent. Congratulations. That's nice. So which of these would you recommend, Ignis? You said all, but I do on these ones. They certainly seem good. Most of yours are negative profit margins. Well, I definitely seem to have a decent amount on these ones. It's whether they can sell is the thing. So I know I'm definitely doing... so don't do the breath and all except mastery. So I'm already doing the cloaks, I believe. and some of the weapons I'm doing. So you're saying I'm alright with temporal crystals. Actually, I've got a good stock of them. I've currently got, saying that, no I don't, I've got 26 of them. I did have some and then I used them all up. So yeah, you can see here the sale rate on mastery is quite a bit less. These are 1.15, so if I queue up one each of those and that and do the next, and then the rings you were saying, haste, mastery, not the mastery, and that one, because of the temporal crystals definitely being a problem here. Okay, right, this is worth doing because like you said, there's decent profits on those. Now if these sell well, I'll do one of each. If they sell well, I'll do more, and like you said, temporal crystals being the difficulty here. So I'm going to add this to my group that already has these in, which in this case is so I had cloak speed, which was the those ones. I do have the mastery in there. So what I'm going to do is add another one. I'm going to call this wad, necks and rings. There we are. Just check EU prices. Didn't know they were so cheap over there. 150k in NA. There we go. So you don't sell the weapon enchants because many of them cost 15 crystals. Okay. Okay. Right, so looking at these, neck, 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 ring, 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 add those 6 in, and they should have a group operation of, yeah, one of each crafting, sell enchants. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Ignis, for that. That's another squirrel dealt with. So we can, did we do all our other enchants? Yes, we did. Okay, so we're gonna do lavishes. That was the other thing. Okay, before I do that, I'll post these on. Then we'll go back. Okay. That's not too bad for a squirrel. Elixir of the Rapid Mind you would have bought out at 20k. Yeah, those elixirs are, I don't know what the price of them are now. I missed out on that one when they came through. Excuse me, slurping. Right, so let's get those on. Okay. Oh, Shantajin, thank you ever so much for the host. What's with the squirrel thing? The squirrel is basically, you know, in like Up, when the dog goes squirrel and gets distracted by things. That's exactly what it's like with me. With all these things that I'm doing one thing, and it's the curse of the gold maker in many cases. You do one thing and then you notice something else, and then you follow that down a path and you end up doing something completely different, and that happens a lot to me. Hey Akira, how are you? You were able to drop the Akira from your name. Oh, I quite like the Akira, but each to their own. It's like, ooh, shiny. Yeah, exactly like that, Danny. There's so much stuff here. You have this problem so badly, but also collect mounts and pets, which now you never get anything. Yes, Grumpy. That's why I don't do. I've not even approached pets, transmog, or mounts. I mean, I've only got, if you look at my mount collection, this is the world's worst mount collection. I've got 30. Actually, why have I got 30? I thought I had 29. I don't recall gaining an extra one. Oh well. I seem to have an extra one, which is cool. Not sure what it was. The Soaring Sky Terrors from Draenor Pathfinders. Wasn't that one? I bought the Golem. Yeah, that one was a while ago. I got that one cheap. Everything else is normal. How strange. I don't see anything unusual there, which I hadn't already had. Oh well, but I do seem to have 30. There we go. It's too long sometimes to put as usernames. Got your stream set up today though. Excellent. Excellent, gentlemen. It's a good start. Good start. Just keep at it basically. Right, okay. See, there we go. Squirrels. Maybe it could be that truly, although I do remember seeing the mount, that mount. So looking at Lavishes, they are still a profit at the moment. So we were going to make 30 of each of the large meals for the Lavish. That's the correct one, isn't it? Barbecue ribs and everything we need here, which is all a profit at the moment. So if we change this to Freyleok, thank you ever so much for the follow, very kind of you. We're going to change this to 30. Does that quite work? I wanted to type in there it goes, 30. So we want 30 of each of these, and this should make us a decent amount, and then we'll just gather these up. We should have most of these. Let's gather those up. Mountain collecting take up so much time. Wish you could make gold like this. Yeah, although collecting things is nice, you know, getting those extra bits. Missing some ley blood, which is currently in the bank. Why it's in there, I'm not sure. Oh, from Awakening's bank. Aha. Okay. And then the auction house needs 87. Okay, we need a lot of ley blood. What price is ley blood at the moment? Is it cheap? Is the first question. Yeah, at 1 gold 50 it's cheap. Thank you very much. And how much do we need? Well, that's enough for now. I mean, what is the average purchase price? 1 gold 42. Okay. There we go. Well, let's just take that. That'll do us for now. That was very nice. You know, you can create a trial account rogue and open those lockbooks. Yes, Trillian saying, I know I can. I'm reluctant to do it though. For me, it just doesn't feel right. I'd rather make a rogue myself. I know that's not the most efficient way of doing things, but it's just a personal preference for me. And I look forward to the day when I do make myself a rogue and I can open up all these lockboxes. What else we got? The mountain pack collection has been nearly a standstill whilst we've been trying to save up for the BFA and the mount. Yes, exactly, the 5 million mount. Or else I want to open for you. Yes, we've had that happen before. So we do have some friendly rogues on stream sometimes. Every time you pass the 5 million cap, you found some expensive mount to buy. Yep, it's easily done. And once you're making that kind of gold, you certainly find stuff to make. Right, let's go through and make all of these. Thank God for the chef's hat, that's all I can say. Now, do we have enough bag space for all of this? Let's move this over to this side. I know I've gone kind of over schedule doing this, but it's good fun. If you have a jewel crafter, you can make the jewel key. Only costs 1 sandgrite. Yes, sadly I don't have a jewel crafter. I like the idea of something that isn't going to cost me in materials to open the lockboxes. Looks like we might fill my bags up doing this. I've got some enchants I can put on. These silkweave satchels are all very low priced. 199, that's why they're not going on. Okay, we're going to need to clear some space. I'm not going to be able to make everything. So what I'm going to do is make a few of those, a few of those, and then a few of those, and then we can start making some lavish feasts and use up everything we've got. So we'll manage the amount. If I switch this to that one and do lavish feast, we can make 20 to start with, and that will clear out a load of stuff, and that frees up some more space, and then we can make the rest of our bits and pieces. Go back to the regular TSM 4 and make some more Drogbar style salmon. We're missing some Storm Ray there. Missing some of everything there. Hold on, why can't we make those? Let's just close that down and reopen it. There we go. Oops, click the wrong button. There you go. Okay, you hit over 500k yesterday on your chart. Excellent, Jaskin. So happy you broke through your 300,000 curse when I kept getting stuck around that number, not being able to increase. That happens actually. I've seen that happen with myself. Why can't we craft these? Because you're saying we have everything. So gathering says we're okay. Interestingly, let's open that back up. I might have to do a reload because those aren't crafting. Okay, let's do a reload. Let's see if we can fix that up. And then I will finish off because I've gone way over time and I've got an early start tomorrow. So I'll close that off. We won't auction yet. I'll bring that back up. Okay, there we go. Barracuda we can make. And that leaves us with Koi Scented and Drogbar. Which we're missing just a few of the Storm Ray's Royal Olives. According to that, would I recommend TSM 4 over 3 at the moment? Absolutely. Skullcasic? Yes, I would. I like TSM 4 way more than TSM 3. Only so much time, gold making, pet farms, mount farms, mythics and raiding. It's more than a full-time job. It is, exactly. You just can't do it all. So the way, oh, inventory's full. Okay, so we should be able to make some more lavishes. Another 13 at least. Oh no, inventory's full from that. Okay. Now we need to sort this out a bit better, so let's just drop in some of those spare bags we had, and those shirts we had, loads of those hanging around. We don't need so many of those, and a couple of those should clear some space. There we go, and then go back to our cooking and make some more feasts, and then we can get on with everything else. TSM 4 is good, but it's in beta, so you have to deal with a fair amount of bugs. This is very true. Mythics and raiders are not interesting to you anymore, so therefore you can get a bit more done elsewhere. Definitely. You're new to all that TSM. Any recommendations on tutorials? It's rather confusing at first glance. Yes, Tidrona, it can be. My suggestion is to start small and grow it from there. If you go to the TSM website, there are. Let's do another reload because that's not working again. That's whenever I switch between the two, it seems to bug out. I would say the TSM, if you go to the WoW Economy Discord, there's let me just try I'm not sure if my command is WoW Economy. Not sure if that's an actual one. Yeah, that's the WoW Economy Discord server. And also, if you go to my YouTube channel, I do have a few guides on there as well. They're in a playlist called TSM. Thank you, Fen, for the recommendation. And there's also Bregfids does a good series on TSM, and Hazelnutty Games does a very good series as well. You suck for upgraded gear, it's your shiny. Yeah. You just upgraded TSM 4 last night, so far so good. Excellent, Pilot Pisces. Congratulations. There we go, I think I've caught up. Right, let's get this cooking done, otherwise I'm going to be here all night. Sharkin sent you here to learn about TSM. Yes, Sharkin is Sharkin's a lovely person, so I have to thank him for sending you over. Yeah, TSM is it's quite intimidating to start with, but call me critical. Thank you ever so much for the follow. It's quite intimidating to start with, but I started small. I just tried to get my head around groups and operations, and then went from there. Right, missing a couple of things, so let's just get Gatherer to pick those up. Seeing as we have them in the guild vault, we might as well use them. There we go. Know if my water charts will sell. You're also looking out for markets you could easily get into. Do I have enough for my longbow? Well, it's very kind of you, Ignis. Yeah, I'll let you know how those go. We'll see how those sell. Right, Gather's not working on those. Let's try it again. Royal olive. Do we have royal olives? Yes, we do. So let's pick some up. Inventory's full. Again. Okay, so we need to just clear everything out. This is why it's taking so long, because I'm not organised with my bags. And what we need to do is go and pop some of these things in, say, the reagent bag. We can put the enchanting vellum in. No, we can't. We can put the netherweave in, and we can put the hexweave in, and the celestial, and the shalderai, and the windwool. There we go. And I could do with putting these enchants on, and then we've got all the things to disenchant, which is why it's such a mess. There we go. Oh wow, Skullex, I can't pronounce your name, but thank you ever so much for the donation. Skulk, do you mind if I call you Skulk? But thank you ever so much for the donation. That's extremely kind of you. Let me just thank you for your support. Can I put that in? There we go. Chef's hat to celebrate. Thank you. That's going to work towards getting Mr. Potato 2.0 off the ground, so thank you very much. Okay. Let's get that back on, and let's gather those correctly. There we go. Skull is perfect. It's a Norwegian word, so it's hard to pronounce. Oh, okay. We'll go with skull, thank you. That does make it easier for me. And thank you ever so much for your support. That's really, really kind of you. Right, so finally I can make the last of the lavish feasts that I was going to make. Another 61. So let's get those done. Thanks to the chef's hat, and that should clear my inventory out somewhat. Time to open a restaurant. There we go. Guild achievement learned. Cool. That's new. Right. let's go through all of these. And then we'll post all of this on, and then that will be me done for tonight. And I'll put in my my gold amount as well. So let's get this on. Is everything made? There we go. You come to my restaurant, thank you. So run a post scan. So we've got lavish feasts going on. We've got probably the spare bits of cooking we can put on. That'll be fine. See if any of those sell. And the lavishes, what are they going on for? Let's see. Feels like we've been streaming and talking forever. It does seem like that, Danny. Definitely. We're up to 2.5 hours at the moment. So I've gone over time, but it's been so much fun. I'm absolutely fine with that. I'll catch up with the I'll catch up with my sleep on the train. That's probably my best option right now. Right, let's get these on, and then we've got the lavishes done. And there we go. So everything's on. Enchants are on. We had some really good sales with enchants. Still got a couple more to come through. Let's look at the gold. So currently looking at our chart. So the road to 5 million looks like this. For those that haven't seen my chart and would like a copy of it, remind me, Costa, if I forget tomorrow to do the WoW token one, and I'll post that on the Discord. So you're more than welcome to have a look at this chart, make a copy yourself, put your own numbers in, adjust it however much you like. So we're going to go down and we're going to put on my gold for today, although it's tomorrow. We're going to do this for the 20th. So 2,053,767. That's a nice amount of gold, which takes us up a decent trajectory back up high again. So that's not bad. Obviously we're still below target, we're below the red line, but we are making progress. That's the main thing, we're making progress. So even if we carry on at this rate, we're probably looking at 3 million, maybe 4 million towards the end. If only the alchemy sells. Yeah, I need to do more alchemy as well. So I need to look at Jack's elixir, although even though I haven't got elixir master, or maybe fleshing it out with some other things. The main thing I really need to get going though is El Morte and the mining, so that we can then do more efficient transmutes. That's the main thing that I'm missing here. And once I've got that, I think I'm going to make some really good gold through that. So I'm positive that we're going to actually make this target. I think it's going to go up rapidly once pre-patch hits and more people come back. I'm sure it will start ticking through. So we're always doing things to improve. Thank you, Skull. It's really cool. It's if you level it, they will come. Exactly. Yeah, the price is good. I just need to get the sales. So I'm all right with that. Why aren't these going on? I just spotted that. That was weird. Oh, Loa, thank you ever so much for the raid. I am literally just finishing off, but thank you ever so much for the raid. How was your stream? Welcome everyone from Eloa's stream. How are you doing today? I'm just currently going through my last posting of things. We've just been looking at my chart for my road to 5 million. We're making gold. We're trying to go for 5 million gold before Battle for Azeroth comes out. We're currently here on my chart, and we're aiming for here 5 million gold. So that's the target anyway. The main thing I'm looking for at the moment though, someone's going to get a load of people when Sam logs off. Yeah, definitely, Danny. You need to learn from me. Well, the main thing is having fun, and if you enjoy making things with professions as I do, then there's always ways to make gold. So currently these should be in Yeah, this is in Wards of Draenor Necks and Rings group. These should have a group assigned to them for sell enchants, which I believe they do. Ah, I remember why. These didn't go on because we just made this group and it doesn't automatically get selected. So if I look down here, this one hasn't been selected. So I need to select that one. In fact, actually, well, I'll do it the other way around. I'll deselect everything and reselect this group and run a post scan. And we can just pop those on. There we go. And we can undercut the competition on all of these. I'm going to test out all these enchants and see how that goes. There we go. There we go. Next time take a look at Saronite bars to transmute to titanium bars. That can increase my income. Okay, Jack, I'll have to remind me if I forget, because you know me, I'm likely to forget something like that. And then titanium to titan steel. See, it all interlinks together. This is the thing I love about professions, is the fact that everything interconnects. But I need the smelting, exactly. It's another squirrel, exactly. I know you've just raided me, Aloha, but I am literally just finishing off because I'm already half an hour over time. So I'm going to pass the host on. But I want to say a big, massive thank you to everyone who's chatted tonight. It's been absolutely amazing. We've had so much chat going on tonight. I've gotten less done, but we've had great fun, and I've really enjoyed all the talk. So thank you everyone for all your support and all your company tonight. It's been absolutely amazing. So let's find someone we can host. I missed that one. Sigvaldison, thank you ever so much for the follow. Very kind of you. So now I like to do new people if I can, or people who haven't been done in a while. Now we have done, of everyone in my list, the one I haven't done in a while is Mozeltov. We did him a while ago, so we'll send another one over to Mozeltov. I think he's doing a Sky Shard farm according to his title. He's doing a multi-box farm by the looks of things. So want to buy gold. I don't think I actually had him on, actually. I'll have to. What I'll do is I'll do Mozeltov tonight, and then I'll make sure I add Want to Buy Gold on and check him out properly, and then do a host another time. Multi-box farm, I believe. Let's go have a look. Let's go host Mozeltov. We did one about a week ago, so another one will be good fun. Send some love over. No. Spell this correctly. /host. There we go. That's crazy. It can't have been. What's that to, Adonia? Time flies. Yes, time certainly does. You don't have my emote anymore. Okay, no worries, Danny. It's certainly not necessary. No, I'm actually okay with multi-boxing, truly insane. Multi-boxing I'm absolutely fine with. The thing about trials is it's just my own sense of adventure. That's the main thing about it. Ah, okay. Sam flies as well. Okay, right, I'm with you. Okay, right, I'm going to throw a host over because it's late and I need to sleep. So, thank you very much, and glutton for punishment, gotcha. Something like that. Thank you all for a lovely evening. I'm back on tomorrow. Thursday, tonight rather. So have a great evening, everyone, and I shall see you again tomorrow, hopefully. If not tomorrow, then probably Sunday. Good night, sleep well, and happy gold making.